What's up my peeps, time for a brand new episode of Supercard, and this one's gonna be all about trying to get that first pro because I desperately need it. I might get it in this episode, I don't know, we'll see in a few moments. Now, S4 came out last month, and with that we got 3 new tiers, Beast, Monster, and Titan, just like Season 3, except in that case it was Hardened Elite and Ultimate. Now, if I compare the two, Season 3 for me was my best tier yet. It was my luckiest tier right off the bat. I was getting pros like left and right, which was pretty cool, and I moved up from Hardened to Ultimate pretty quick, and then eventually, 33 and SummerSlam. But in this case, Season 4, it's been a lot slower. I haven't gotten a Beast Pro yet. I'd say it started off pretty well when I got Shinsuke Nakamura as my freebie. Shinsuke, not the best card in the tier, not even top 5, I don't even think he's top 10. Don't have the spreadsheet next to me, but I know he's not, one of the best cards in the tier. So I was optimistic. I was like, you know what, Shinsuke's not one of the better cards, so I'm happy that I got him, because the chances of you getting a pro, them giving out that card in the other card in one of the events, is a lot more likely if you get a weaker card than if you were to get a stronger card, because they tend to give out the stronger cards towards the end of a tier or later on. But, of course, as you all know, if you've played the events, they haven't given out Shinsuke Nakamura. And since then, I've gotten a couple Beast pulls, the first one being a support card. Obviously, I can't pro that. And then I got a second Beast pull, which ended up being Rick Rude, which, wasn't a pro. In between that time, I, of course, won some TBGs, got some Beast cards out of it, but none of them were pros. But actually, one of them was Tommaso, and that would have been a pro if I was able to play the RTG for Eric Young. Was kind of mad about that, because that would have been a pro right there. I would have had a pro by now, but, didn't play that event. After that, I get another Beast pull, and it's another support card, and this time it's not even a manager support card. So then, before this recent Team Rank Domination, I was hoping I'd get a pro because I had 2 Platinum packs ready to go. So 2 Beast cards, and I was hoping that 1 or maybe even 2 would be a pro. I would have been happy with just one of them being a pro, because that would get us closer to Monster tier, and open both of them up. No pros. First one is AJ Styles, and the second one ends up being Eric Rowan. Now I've got enough for, pack for 1 Beast single or 1 Monster single from the BP store, but I'm saving them just in case they add in the Titan card or Titan pack in the BP store, so I'm waiting for that. Until that comes in, chances are I won't use my BP, just because of the luck that I've had so far. Even though I've got a couple of Beast cards, I'm not sure about going for a Beast card, and I'm even less sure about going for a Monster card because I've only got 2 Monsters at the moment, so chances of me getting a Pro Monster out of 1 Monster card out of the BP store is very, very unlikely. So then RTG pops up, the RTG for the second Braun Strowman card, and I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, the Beast card is a pro. And it's a Y family member, but it's the wrong one. They've got Luke Harper as the Beast card, while Eric Rowan is the Monster card. If it was the other way around, that would have been a pro for me, but that's okay. I've got 2 opportunities in this episode to get a Beast Pro. The first one being a Platinum pack that I've got ready to go, because TBG just ended. And the second one being my pity pool. So in case you guys didn't know, yesterday's update didn't just add the holiday themed cards. It also gave pretty much everybody a free card of their tier, and it was meant to be that way. So if you logged in, and right away once you reset the board, you got a Beast or Monster or Titan or whatever tier you're in, a card of your tier. That wasn't a coincidence, that wasn't just luck, it was meant to be that way, and they said it on the forums. So I haven't played, or I've logged in, but I haven't reset the board since the update. I made sure to save it for this episode, this video. So we got 2 opportunities to maybe get a Beast Pro here. I'm hoping I get my first pro. So let's go ahead, open up that Platinum pack, and play some wild mode until I reset the board. Alright guys, so I was just recording some footage for this episode so I can put over the commentary, and I just pulled a pro. I just realized this was my pity poll. This wasn't my poll. This was the pity poll that I was supposed to get. So here's what happened. So after I did that commentary, I was like, all right, now let me record some footage so I can put over the commentary. I started playing some Team Battleground, which I thought was over, but actually there was an hour and 23 minutes remaining, and I didn't realize that, I could reset the board because, after every single Team Battleground match, there's, the board and you get your picks. I didn't realize, like, I totally forgot that I could reset the board then, and I just got Heath Slater, and Heath Slater is a pro, so I finally got my first Beast Pro, so I'm happy with that. Heath Slater may not be one of the best cards. I'm pretty sure Heath Slater's one of the weaker cards in the tier, but it's a pro, and because of that, I'm happy now. I finally got my first Beast Pro, and hey, there's still a Platinum Pack to come. Once this TBG is over, I'm gonna go ahead, open up that Platinum Pack, and maybe I get 2 Beast Pros in this episode, but yeah, finally got that Pro that I was looking for. So TBG is now over. I already got 1 Pro in this episode. Can we make it 2? Let's go ahead and find out. So let me go to view mailbox, rewards. Okay, it loaded up. Oh, okay, we got the PvP reward first, so let's just click on that and get those. Alright, now skip ahead, let's go. So, champion rewards, claim rewards, and I'm hoping for a second that'd be great, going from no pros at all to 2 pros in under 24 hours. Let's see if it's possible. Okay, so Naomi, moving on, we get the battle points, and that puts us over 20k, 33, and now, what's the beast card gonna be? Actually, you know what? In the comment section, take your guess. Who's it gonna be? Which beast superstar do you guys think this is gonna be? I'm gonna give you guys 5 seconds to type it in the comment section. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is The Miz. Okay, so The Miz is not a pro, but that's fine, because I got my pro in this episode in Heath Slater. Now, while getting pro Heath is great, and it's definitely gonna help me out in getting me to the monster tier and then eventually the Titan tier, there's something else that I can do that I know would help tremendously, but there's only one problem, and I'm talking about Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is one of the greatest ways to get a top card, for free. But with Money in the Bank, and this is something one of my teammates also experienced, is when you get the contracts, when you've got a bunch of contracts and you're playing a lot of, Team Battleground, it's very tempting to use those contracts to get picks for Money in the Bank to get your charges, because it's the quickest way to get your charges. And when I'm in the prep phase of a TBG, I just want to get the charges as quick as possible. I don't want to play a ton of wild mode matches or whatever PvP, mode is currently in rotation to get my charges. And so when I'm doing that, when I'm using my contracts for, TBG to get the charges, I'm taking away from, my opportunity of getting the Titan card from Money in the Bank. I know I told you guys that I'd go for Finn, but now it's pretty much impossible because I didn't play as much Money in the Bank as I needed, and whenever I got contracts, I used them for TBG. And that's actually the reason why one of my members left the team, because he was too tempted. He would always use his contracts to get his charges, and he wanted that Titan Pro Finn, so he was like, hey, I'm gonna leave the team until I get Titan Pro Finn, because if I stay in the team, then I'm too tempted to use my contracts for the charges. So now I'm trying to find a way to go ahead and get as many contracts as possible every single day, while also getting my charges in a way where, I'm not annoyed because I have to just go ahead and play a bunch of wild mode or whatever. I'll figure something out, hopefully. And also, on top of, being tempted to use those contracts for TBG, so something else that makes it a bit difficult to get as many contracts as possible for Money in the Bank is the limited ads situation. We don't have unlimited ads anymore, at least most of us don't have unlimited ads like we did back in Season 3, or at least towards the end of Season 3. So you've really got to choose what you're going to use those ads on. Do you use them for Money in the Bank to get as many contracts as possible, or do you use them in the current event that's going on, or whatever else mode you can use it on? So that's also another issue that lessens the amount of contracts that I could possibly get per day. But I'll figure something out. I know that if I can get a Titan Pro, it would help out a huge amount in getting me to that Titan tier quicker. So we'll see what happens. And actually, in the comments section, man, let me know if you guys are also the same way, where you're trying to get a Money in the Bank card, whatever card it is or whatever reward it is, but you're always tempted and you tend to use the contracts for your charges. So I think that's going to be it for this episode of Supercard. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button down below. Tomorrow I'll have a brand new Mayhem video, and it's going to be a good one. At least when it comes to the loot, I got some good loot to open up. So stay tuned for that. I'm out, guys. See ya.